In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Honey, you've been going over an hour.
One more mile.
I know I did wrong, and I know I can do better. For me, but also for my one-year-old niece, Jessie. I haven't met Jessie yet. That's my own fault. But after she was born, I realized that there is something much bigger than me outside of these walls. And I trust in Jesus and the mercy of this parole board to give me the chance to look Jessie in the eye and tell her how proud I am of her mother, my sister, Amanda.
Your sister Kim made parole, and now she wants to live with you.
I know it sounds crazy. I should say no.
What are her options?
She can't leave the state. So it's either my apartment or a shelter.
Amanda, that may not be the worst place, considering the trouble that this woman has gotten you into.
Women get raped and killed in shelters. And Kim says she's found religion.
Well, I hope so. Because if you cover for her again, I will take your shield.
Six in a row. Damn.
Another Joe. Get lucky number 7.
You just might be the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen.
No, it takes a few steps back. Jenna. Look at that razor sharp focus.
Ma'am, are you all right? Rock, she's running away. Stop!
What happened to you?
I won!
Dispatch, we're all fine.
Copy that. I won! I won!
Okay, Lieutenant. Yeah, I'll be there in 20. Kim? Jessie?
Oh, we're right here.
What were you doing?
Oh, we were just looking at ourselves in the mirror.
Oh,
Aren't we,
baby.
cutie pie?
Hi, baby. Come here, baby.
You can trust me with my niece, Amanda.
Can I?
Hey, mistakes happen in life. The strength of your character is determined by how you bounce back.
Yeah. Save the fortune cookie philosophy. I heard enough at the parole hearing. And Kim, just so you know, there are ground rules if you're going to be staying here, right?
Oh, I don't. No drinking, no drugs, no staying out past curfew, no men.
I'm serious. One screw up and you're at that shelter. We're clear about that.
Crystal.
Okay.
Hey, Jesse and I can wait for the sitter. We got Franny to keep an eye.
That's not happening, Kim. Come here, baby.
Hey, we're just gonna have to earn Mama's trust, aren't we? Put our faith in the Lord so he'll see us through this too.
Hey, sorry I'm late. What are we looking at?
Vic, Jenna Miller, housewife from Long Island, picked up jumping around Manhattan at 3:30 a.m.
Jumping?
Literally, from a rooftop. High blood alcohol, no drugs.
And she was raped?
Well, she didn't disclose, but she had anal bleeding, bruising, bite marks at the breasts and to the thighs. I mean, the same nurse called it in just to be safe.
Is her husband in the picture?
He's on his way, but I want to get her story before he shows up.
Nurse shouldn't have called the police.
Okay, well, you don't have to speak with us, but you have serious injuries consistent with sexual assault.
Do you remember what happened to you last night?
No. Not really.
Were you meeting somebody in the city?
No. I just came in for a drink.
Miss Miller, whoever inflicted these injuries, unless you wanted that to happen, that's assault. Maybe even rape.
I wasn't meeting anybody.
I want to see my wife.
Sir, please, have a seat.
Listen, if there's anything that you want to tell us without your husband knowing, now would be the time.
I just want to go home.
What should I tell the husband?
Oh, it's okay. I just need to explain.
Okay, bring him in.
Jenna? Hey. Sorry, what the hell happened?
Sorry.
They told me you're with the police?
Where's Sam? Where is he?
How do you think about him, sweetie? I've been worried sick. You've gone all night.
I was raped.
Wait, what?
Mr. Miller, if I could speak
Wait,
with you
what
just
is-
for a minute by ourselves,
Just
alone.
Come here.
Just for a minute. Look, I know this is upsetting, but I just want to find out what happened to your wife, and I need your help. Okay, so, where were you last night?
I was at home. I was watching your son.
Your wife just went into the city on her own to meet a friend?
Yeah, no, alone. That's what she told me. She does that sometimes to unwind.
So she's under stress.
Well, yeah, her son's 5.
Okay.
So she comes into the city, she blows off steam, and the next day she's herself again, you know?
So, I hate to have to ask, but how's your marriage been? I mean, any troubles at home?
No. I mean, we have arguments like any couple, but we love each other.
Okay, has she ever talked to you about these nights out? What she does, where she goes?
I don't want to be the kind of husband who keeps tabs on his wife. What's gonna happen? Are you gonna find this guy or what?
Well, we're certainly gonna investigate. The problem is your wife doesn't remember much.
Well, maybe that's for the best.
There's something you don't want your husband to know. We get that.
I'm not having an affair. If that's what you think.
So what did happen? You said you were raped, but if that's not the whole story, then
Oh. I was raped.
was it someone you knew?
No. He said his name was Phil.
Where did you meet him?
A hotel bar. Somewhere downtown. We got a room.
Okay.
He hurt me. I said no. He forced himself inside me from behind.
Let's do a rape kit and go from there. I know every Vic lies about something, but this woman...
Well, the husband's hiding something
You
too.
make him as a suspect? No, it's too much runaround for domestic abuse. But my money, she picked up a stranger and things got rougher than she wanted.
Well, which, if she didn't want it, I mean, she was raped.
Either way, she's not telling us the whole story. That police report says she was picked up on Mercer and Broome.
Okay, so talk to Eunice, right? Have them canvass hotel bars. For now, we work around her, not with her.
Nada just said you guys were looking for the bartender who works night shift. Can I help you guys?
Yeah, you see this woman here last night?
Yeah, Barbie.
Barbie?
I'm guessing not her real name. She comes in a few times a month. Never seen her pay for a drink. Once.
Who paid for drinks last night?
Some rich douchebag.
All right, well, any chance this rich douchebag used the credit card with his real name?
I'm Michael Wheeler. Those are my charges. Is there a problem? I didn't get any calls from the credit card company.
There's a problem, but not with your credit card.
You buy drinks for that woman last night?
Yeah. Why?
She was sexually assaulted.
Not by me.
Oh, good. So we get a sample of your DNA. It's not going to match her rape kit?
Wait, she's saying I raped her? I'm not surprised. Biggest pain in the ass hooker I ever met.
You telling us that she's a prostitute?
Are you guys gonna jam me up on a solicitation charge?
Tell us what happened unless you want us to jam you up on a rape charge.
Yeah, this woman, Barbie, comes on to me, asking if I want a date. I get a room, lay out 500, we go at it. And she starts crying. I'm being too rough. I told her, that's what I'm paying for. So, yeah, she's a prostitute. Did she forget to mention that detail?
This isn't a good time, detective.
You're gonna have to make time. We found Phil. Is that the man that raped you?
Yes. What did he say?
He said that he paid you for sex and that you were working as an escort.
Is that true?
Yes.
And your husband doesn't know.
I know this sounds bad. I can explain it. About a year ago, I was at a bar. This guy hit on me. I went for it. And when we were done, he just left with like $200 in the dresser, and I was shocked. And then I was thrilled. I guess I got hooked.
Is this something you do often?
Once in a while. I know it's wrong.
Jenna, I'm not here to judge you, but you need to be completely honest with us.
Okay, this guy raped me. I didn't even take the money. I just ran out of there. Chad?
Hey, what's going on?
You know, we just have a few more questions.
I thought you were putting Sam to sleep. I hope we aren't being too loud.
Jen, we gotta tell them the truth. They're gonna find out eventually.
Find out what?
Jenna she's an Olympic-level pole vaulter, the world record holder. What happened to her is tabloid news.
Wait, you competed in Rio?
I didn't make the team on a technicality, but 4 years from now in Tokyo, I'm the front runner for gold. So, I mean, the training, the marketing, it's already started. But if any of this about my personal life goes public, I lose everything.
Jenna Miller going for her third attempt at 4.85 to qualify for Team USA. It's all riding on this jump. Looks like she's clearing it. Yes, it's good. Wait, hold on. The judge is red flagging it. The pole may have slightly dislodged the bar on this jump. That means that the world record holder Jenna Miller won't be joining Team USA this summer. And this is really going to hurt USA's chance for gold. What a...
Okay. So Jenna Miller's jump was disqualified because of a technicality, which is too bad because she won gold twice at the Internationals. She was the 3-time winner of the Outdoor World Championship.
And she's a front runner for the next Olympics, which makes her hesitant to be truthful about leading her double life.
What double life?
She has been moonlighting as an escort.
Excuse me?
Okay, I was just getting to that. Jenna admitted to us that she's been prostituting herself and she was raped by a John.
And we tracked him down. Michael Wheeler, he's a hedge fund guy. He admits to having sex. He admits to getting rough.
But he says he paid for what he got.
What he took by force.
But it doesn't sound like Jenna's willing to go forward.
Because she's afraid of publicity, ruining her career, and her husband finding out what she does on these girl trips to the city.
I'm sure she is, but I can't make a case like this without the victim's cooperation.
Wheeler didn't flinch. It's probably not his first time raping a hooker.
So let's look at escort agencies, mandatory reporting with the same MO.
My first press case was a prostitute rape. I know the drill, but a guy like this is going to put up a better fight and a more expensive one, too.
And that's why we have you.
Must be nice being a millionaire. Wheeler racks up over 30 grand a month on drinks, dinner, miscellaneous entertainment fees.
Code for escort services and strip clubs. So he's sleazy. Okay, and he raped Jenna.
But you don't have a lot of sympathy for her.
She has a son. She's got a husband who loves her. Why throw that away?
Yeah, but it can't be easy. You know, being an athlete, competing at that level. You know, that's a lot of pressure.
We all have a lot of pressure.
I interrupted? Hey, Sonny.
Hey, hey.
Why are you here, Kim?
Oh, I know I should have called, but I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd just stop by. I had my first meeting with my parole officer today.
How'd it go?
It went great. We talked about my getting a job, maybe going back to school.
You can't just show up at the precinct, Kim.
I know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you that things went well today.
But
you can be happy about that, right?
Just go home, okay?
Okay. Bye, Sonny.
What?
It seems like she's trying, that's all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm scared of. The calm before the storm. I can't have my life blown up right now. Not with Jesse.
Was your sister?
Yeah, it's fine.
I tracked down some working girls who say they know Michael Wheeler.
That's Wheeler. Calls himself Phil. He's a real pervert. My booker cut him off.
Why's that?
Because he thought if he was paying, he could do whatever he wanted.
All right, so he did things that you didn't like.
Something like that.
Was he rough?
Real rough. I mean, that was part of his thing. Hitting, slapping. The more he said no, the more he liked it.
You called the police?
Cops? Why?
Because he raped you.
No such thing in this line of work.
So you're saying Wheeler raped you?
Yeah. He paid for straight sex, but then he just did whatever he wanted. I bled for days.
Did you report it or go to the hospital?
No. I asked him for $5,000, he paid up. But if you need me to testify, I will. I hate that bastard.
We found a dozen escorts who had either been physically assaulted or outright raped by Michael Wheeler.
None of them called the cops. None of them did a rape.
The only woman I talked to who was willing to testify got paid off.
Which, while showing a pattern, would make her testimony impeachable.
This guy is a serial predator.
He targets sex workers because he thinks he can get away with it. I hear you. He's despicable.
All right, which brings us back to Jenna Miller. We got a rape kit. We have an outcry. Can we compel her to testify?
Well, we can. But if she won't cooperate, it's a waste of time.
Can't imagine she wants to get on the stand and tell the whole world and her husband that she's a part-time hooker.
Maybe she doesn't have to. Let's try to convince her to do a controlled meet.
Michael Wheeler's done this before?
Multiple times, and he's hurt some of these women badly.
So get one of them to testify. It's not that simple. There's no evidence. They didn't come forward at the time.
Oh, yeah, they thought they wouldn't be believed because they're hookers. Wheeler really is a bully.
And that's why we want to go after him.
This can't go to trial. He'll find out.
Well, Jenna, there may be another way. Would you be willing to call Michael Wheeler and see if he would meet you and wear a wire?
Means like work undercover?
Kind of, but we would talk you through the whole thing. And if there's any admission of guilt, then that would help us resolve the case and force him to take a plea.
Can we do it like now?
Phil, thanks for coming.
How much? Give me a number.
What do you mean?
You called the cops on me. This is obviously a shakedown.
It's not this guy's first time making a payoff.
She just needs to keep him talking.
She's doing all right, Rollins. She's doing all right.
How much? 15 grand?
I don't want your money. I want an apology
For what?
for what you did to me.
Yeah. Right. So if I do apologize, that's it? You'll back off?
Just say it. Say it. You owe me that. Just say it, you son of a bitch. Just say it.
Hey, what the hell's going on? Is that what I think it is?
This is not good.
Let's go.
Excuse me. What's going on here?
Back off, all right? She's my wife.
Your wife's a hooker.
NYPD! Hey, everybody back down!
You called the cops again, you crazy bitch?
It's going down.
You're the one! You raped my wife!
You can't rape a whore.
No, 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 no!
You okay?
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. My whole life just went up in flames. Chad is gonna leave me. It's all my fault.
No one deserves to be raped, Jenna.
I put myself in this situation.
Okay, but look, you know what? We need to talk about you and your husband. He's pretty angry right now. Do you feel safe going home with them?
What do I think he's gonna hit me? No.
Okay, we just have to ask.
Is he in trouble for punching that guy?
Not with us. We want Wheeler behind bars.
Oh God, if this goes to trial,
It makes who I am and what I've done public record. Most mainstream media outlets won't publish the victim's name, but there are no guarantees. I know he's hurt other women. I want to do the right thing. I can't risk the publicity. I get it. I gotta talk to Chad. Tokyo in 2020 is his dream as much as mine.
So what happens now?
Talk to the DA's office and find out if there's enough to prosecute.
I'd have to testify.
It's not worth it. Well, we can't change what happened.
A crime was committed. So what happens next is not entirely up to
Look,
you.
that's easy for you to say. You're not married to her. You didn't dedicate your entire life to her.
That was rough. Husband finding out his wife's a prostitute.
Every relationship has secrets, Carissa.
Well, I'm happy I'm single.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, everything okay with you want to talk to her?
You got some live? Any way to make the case without using Jenna?
A witness? I went through phone records from that night. One call to her home at 8:30 p.m., then nothing for 4 hours. But at 1:20 a.m., she makes a call to a New York cell. She speaks to him for 17 minutes.
We traced the call to Derek Cowler. He's one of the biggest sports agents in the business. He represents players on the Knicks and the Mets.
And Olympic medalists that look like models.
17 minutes? It's enough time to disclose a rape.
Yes, Jenna Miller is a client.
When was the last time you spoke to her?
Maybe a few days ago.
What'd you two talk about?
Business. What's going on here?
What'd you two talk about at 1:20 a.m. 2 nights ago?
Oh, so that's what this is. Look, she was drunk. She called me, upset. I told her, go home, sleep it off.
Did she say anything else?
Look, I'm her agent. I am obligated to protect her privacy.
We're investigating a rape allegation.
Okay, she did say she picked up a man and that he raped her. She said a lot of things. I thought she was hysterical, irrational.
You tell her to call the police?
Look, I didn't think she meant it.
She ended up in the hospital.
She didn't tell me. Neither did Chad.
Yeah, because they didn't want this going public. They were afraid she was going to lose her endorsements.
Yeah, they're right. Look, she is one of the most naturally gifted athletes around. Plus, she's sweet and gorgeous. With the near miss going to Rio, she has the world's sympathy. She's looking at millions.
And you're looking at 10%, right?
I have a lot of clients, detective. Jenna was assaulted. Of course, I'm outraged. I want what's best for her.
So you're willing to testify that she disclosed to you?
When would the trial take place?
As soon as we make the arrest and the judge sets the date.
Any way to postpone it?
For how long?
Till after Tokyo?
4 years? No, it doesn't work like that. DA's moving now.
Derek Cowler is agreed to testify?
Yes. He sent me an email this morning. He's coming over today to go over his testimony.
But that night when I talked to him, he told me to just go home, not to tell anybody that it could damage my image. We're past that right now, Jenna.
Keller's all about protecting his investment. I'm surprised he agreed.
Oh. I get it. He just dumped me. I want you to get the help you need. In the meantime, it's best that we terminate our professional relationship. Your personal life is clearly incompatible with the values this firm and its clients demand.
I'm so sorry, Jenna.
So that's it. That's it. My endorsements, my career, it's over. I'm a tabloid headline. The pole vault hooker.
We're gonna find a way out of this.
No, we won't. There's no coming back from something like this. And that bastard, Wheeler, he just gets away with this?
Not if you testify. Not if you look him in the eye and tell that jury what he did to you.
I'm in. You have my word. I want him to suffer like I'm suffering.
Wall Street financier Michael Wheeler goes on trial today. Wheeler is accused of raping world-class pole vaulter Jenna Miller.
Miller had been seen as the future face of Team USA until a rape investigation uncovered
Continue
her
to shock
secret
the
life of
athletic community. As
Now
facts
it's
become more
unclear
available.
There she is, Jenna. Jenna, answer a few questions. Will you be censured by the committee?
Miller isn't answering any questions.
How do you expect to win this case?
And I'm not answering any questions either.
Is it true she was paid for rough sex?
Except for that one. Paid or not paid, no means no. Consent can be revoked at any time.
Just try to ignore them. Press used to love me. Hypocrites.
Don't look back. Jenna Miller was taken to the ER with bite marks on her breasts and her thighs. She was bleeding, all injuries consistent with sexual assault.
Did you talk to Jenna at the hospital?
Yes, she said that she had been raped.
Did Jenna tell you that she had been offered money for the sexual encounter?
No, we found that out subsequently from the defendant.
Did she actually take the money the defendant offered her?
She did not. She said that the defendant got so rough with her that she ran out of the room and never...
Objection. Hearsay.
Sustained.
Nothing further.
So, Lieutenant, you are saying that the victim lied about being paid for sex and the fact that she was an Olympic athlete?
It's not uncommon for victims to omit details of their story to protect loved ones.
So you are saying she lied, correct?
I'm saying that she left out parts of the story.
Which means she lied. And the injury she sustained, isn't it possible that a prostitute, someone who gets paid to have sex for a living...
Objection.
Get to it, Mr. Varma.
Isn't it possible that these injuries are consistent with consensual, albeit physical sex?
In my opinion, no.
You're a police officer, not a doctor, correct?
Been an SVU detective for 17 years.
Which means that you are qualified to investigate rape cases, not evaluate medical injuries. Nothing further.
So, were you soliciting sex on the night you met the defendant?
Not exactly soliciting. I was at a bar, having a few drinks, and he, the defendant, started flirting with me. It felt good. I like when men notice me. You know, so used to being an athlete. It's nice to be noticed just as a woman. What I'm trying to say is, I like the attention. We got a room.
Okay. Did you tell him that he had to pay you to have sex with you?
No. He just assumed that was the deal, and I went along with it.
So you got a room. What happened next?
We started having sex. Then he started getting rough. He started hitting me. I told him no. That I wanted him to stop. And that made him more aggressive. And then he started to do, other things.
Other things like what?
I told him I didn't want to have anal sex. And he started laughing. And then he did it anyway.
So you told him you absolutely did not want to have anal sex, but he did it anyway.
Yes. And when he was done, he threw money at me. I didn't take it. I was hurt. And I was bleeding. I just ran out of the room. Eventually, the police picked me up and took me to the ER, and then the SVU detectives. I told them what happened. And, I'm ashamed about what I did, but I'm not ashamed that I was raped. And I want everyone to hear my story so this man can never hurt another woman again.
Thank you.
You didn't make it to Rio. Is it fair to say you were virtually unknown to the public before you falsely accused my client of this crime?
Objection, relevance.
I'm getting to it, Your Honor.
Get there quicker, Mr. Varma.
Happy to. This is all just an elaborate publicity stunt, isn't it? Once my client outed you as a prostitute, your career was over. So you accused him of rape, and now you are hoping to capitalize on your newfound and sordid celebrity status.
No, I would never want this kind of publicity.
Everybody is talking about you. Everybody is looking at you, looking at your body. You just said you like being seen as a woman. You enjoy the attention.
Yes, I do.
And yet, despite all your hard work, you didn't qualify for the team.
My jump was disqualified on a technicality. It was unfair. I'll be back 4 years from now in Tokyo.
4 years from now, when you're, what, 30? If you do qualify, if the governing body doesn't ban you for being a prostitute. But I suppose my real point here is, your body is never going to look as good as it does right now.
Objection?
I would actually like to answer that. My body will look great 4 years from now. Better. Because I work hard. Harder than you can imagine.
Oh, for a change. I believe you there. I believe it is incredibly hard work. That's why you wanted to show it off on the night that you met Michael Wheeler.
Objection badgering.
I'm following a line of defense here, Your Honor.
Overruled. Witness may answer.
Yes. I wanted to show off.
And then he rejected you. He wasn't as impressed by your body as you wanted him to be. He said that you were too muscular, too masculine. And that's when you cried rape. To get back at him.
Objection.
How dare you use... How dare you? Who do you think you are? He said that he loved my body. Everyone tells me that they love my body. I am 5'9", 112 pounds. I bench press 150 pounds.
I need a
I
recess.
squat 225, 10 reps. My body is perfect.
Your Honor, I need a recess immediately.
Miller, what are you... What
Better than I think you ever had.
Your Honor.
Ms. Miller, cover yourself.
Your Honor.
Stay left. We're adjourned for the day.
Screw you and your son of a bitch client. My body's perfect. I'm perfect. Perfect.
Knees up, come on, keep them up. Go, go, Barbara go, and Benson good with us talking to Jen about this?
I don't know yet. Just let me see if I'm
Go,
there first.
come on, keep going,
Dad?
keep going. Hey, can we talk to you? No, we've had enough with police and
Okay,
DAs.
we just need 1 minute.
I need to practice.
It's 10:30.
I'm energized.
Okay,
I can
Jenna,
go all night.
have you ever talked to a psychiatrist about all of your behavior?
No, you know what, you guys, you got to get out of here right now. Come
I'm
on.
sorry,
No.
the mood swings, sexually acting out, all the anger. There could be a reason for that.
You might need medication.
No, what she needs is to train, all right, and focus. Listen, do you know how? Just back off a second, all right? Listen to me. Do you know how hard I've worked?
I know.
Living with your behavior, your mood swings, your wild nights in the city.
What are you talking about? What are you...
You guys think I'm stupid that I didn't figure out what was going on? Babe, listen, you have some issues, but we can still win a gold medal. I was protecting you. Babe.
Wait. You all think I'm crazy.
No.
No.
You have a mental illness.
Jenna,
Oh my God.
listen. Hey, let us help you.
Get away from me.
Jenna, I really think you should talk to a doctor.
Dr. Cohen, you're a licensed and certified psychiatrist to examine Jenna Miller.
That's right. I met Miss Miller last week.
What was your diagnosis?
Jenna suffers from bipolar disorder. It's a medical condition caused by a neurochemical imbalance. It's a lifelong, incurable illness that can be treated with medication.
Can you explain the symptoms?
People suffering from this disorder experience atypical mood swings. There are manic phases and depressed phases.
I was a professional athlete with bipolar particularly affected.
An athlete, like Jenna, her culture it lives in a place where there's competition and victory, and she must win at all costs.
So, if a female athlete with bipolar disorder were testifying in court, for example, might she feel the need to win an exchange with a defense lawyer?
Objection.
Overruled. If she was experiencing mania, she would not take no for an answer. She would do what was ever in her power to prove she was right.
Like, say, taking off her shirt to prove that she had a beautiful body?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
If a person is manic, they act impulsively, have feelings of invincibility. Isn't it possible that someone in this manic state of mind might distort the truth, especially if the truth were incompatible with her feelings of irrational grandiosity?
Yes, very possible.
So, if someone were having sex, hoping to be admired, but instead felt rejected, wouldn't it be possible that this person might invent a rape allegation to keep her manic state alive and well?
It's possible. but unlikely. I mean, in my opinion, this person would be more likely to justify non-consensual sex as consensual than vice versa, because that might make them feel better, more potent, more powerful.
Nothing further.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Jenna Miller to the stand once again now that she's medicated.
The jury has already heard her side.
Yes, but she deserves the opportunity to testify in a clear and healthy state of mind.
First thing tomorrow. We're adjourned for the day.
Turns out, Wheeler's lawyer got nervous about Jenna taking the stand.
You want to play?
Assault 2. He won't go on the registry, but it's a D felony. He'll get 2 to 5 years.
So that means this is over?
Yes. If we take it to a jury, he could be acquitted.
We need to get on with our lives.
I agree.
Good. I'll make the deal.
This is the right decision. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I'm on meds. I'm starting therapy. It's a long road.
What about Tokyo?
Putting that aside for now.
I know it's gonna be hard, but we'll do it.
We're gonna work on getting better at life. You know, not just sports. I started pole vaulting, I realize now, to try and quiet the voices in my head. Then there was the acting out. I mean, the drinking, the acting out sexually, just taking risk after risk. But now that I know
You did right by Rollins.
Yeah.
at least now she knows why she's so up and down.
Hey, next time, will you ask me before you talk to a victim about her testimony? Copy that.
Hello. Hi, baby. Hi. Where is everybody, huh? Kim?
I'm in here.
Oh, where's the sitter?
Her boyfriend got in a car accident, so I told her it was okay to go.
Well, why didn't you call me? Why didn't she call me? Hey. What? What is this? What are you taking?
I have a headache. It's aspirin.
What are you on? Are you on stuff? Huh? What are you on, Kim? I don't even... What is this? You're on Oxy? What, Adderall? What are you on? What is this?
It's lithium.
What are you... You're getting high off lithium?
It's prescribed. Read the label. It's a legal prescription.
But...
Lithium and asenapine. For bipolar disorder.
Oh, what?
Lorenzo, my lawyer, he was trying to get me a deal, you know, mitigating circumstances, and I was examined by a psychiatrist. I thought it was just a legal thing, but he told me that I had all the symptoms. That I was bipolar. I mean, it makes sense, you know? All the highs and the lows, and I mean, I've been on meds for a year. Sure, there's downfalls. Sometimes I miss the manic energy, but for the first time in my life, I feel really good about myself.
You didn't tell me.
You didn't ask, Amanda.